X-Men of Krakoa is no more. Xavier is gone. The X-Men are dispersed throughout the world. New teams, new era. This is a reboot of the X-Men. Wow. Now, we start the issue in Merle, Alaska, where we see a police officer arriving at a somewhat factory with the X-Men logo right in the middle. My guess is this is where some of the X-Men has found refuge. The police officer name is Paula Robbins as she rings the gate. As she is greeted by none other than Beast himself, Hank McCoy. He was expecting her. We found out that Scott Summers invited her to visit. As Scott is the commander of this X-Men team here in this specific location, Scott is out on a mission right now, says Beast. We switch to Santo Marco where we see the crew with Scott Summers. The crew is Juggernaut, Magik, Quentin, PSYLOKKE, and Temper, as Scott calls for the assault team to go in, which is really just Juggernaut and Magik. Scott orders Quentin for psychic empt, as he does, and soldiers there are taken out mentally. As the X-Men land safely, they come out and are ready to fight. I guess this is Scott Summers' new team. It's very interesting, right? It looks like a good team, but I really don't know. The objective of the mission is to get fellow mutants back who have been captured. As we return to the factory, Beast is showing Paula around. She's showing Paula that the X-Men are now cultivating crops, where the person in charge of this is Mr. Herman, the most useless mutant. And that's what everybody says. It's not me that's saying that, guys. Everybody's saying that his power is like nothing. As Beast goes on and explains what the X-Men are doing, bottom line, he wants to make sure that the officer feels safe of their presence in the island. As we all know, X-Men were never welcome anywhere. The officer tells Beast that a lot of the people in town are still unsure of the X-Men's presence here in this factory, as this used to be a plant where people worked to make sentinels. Time had been tough as jobs are gone, as they both looked on the sentinel model that was built here. Now, we switch back to Santo Marco, as soldiers are keeping the best there is at what he does captive. Yes, you heard that right, Wolverine himself, as Wolverine tells the soldiers that they are coming for him. His friends, the X-Men's. How the heck did Wolverine, the toughest SOB there is, gets caught taken as prisoners? Wow, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. He's the best there is, you know. Anyway, the X-Men are coming for Logan, as Cyclops runs in for it. These soldiers are ORCHIS, says Juggernaut. Temper mentioned that this is the fourth school of ORCHIS that need to become fourth species, a mix of human and AI, predicted by John Sublime. So they are trying to mutate and become powerful, more powerful than the X-Men perhaps. Wow. As Commander Scott guides them through the fighting, he basically has become their teacher. He has become the Xavier for this specific team. Now, 3 days ago, he says, we picked up 6 new ping by Cerebro that said that 6 mutants were here. Wolverine was asked to do some investigating and got caught. That is what Scott is saying, that they are basically here to retrieve all of the mutants. Now, we go back with Beast and Paula, as Paula tells Beast again that this factory gave people jobs, and now that the X-Men are here, the people have no jobs, as Beast tries to calm her down, saying he understands how they feel. Beast goes on telling her that they are trying to build a life here, where there was no life. Agriculture is just one project. They have to settle in places that are broken and unwanted on Earth, as not many people would like to live there anyway, as he explains that their leader Xavier is gone. Now we go back with Wolverine, where PSYLOKKE finds him and knocks the soldiers out, as Cyclops comes out and says that all robots are down now. Wolverine also is here with PSYLOKKE. All of a sudden, soldiers from above broke in a wall and attacked the X-Men. Now back to Beast. Beast continues to introduce Paula to people as she is introduced to their healer, Mr. Zorn. We are not hiding our monsters, says Beast, and a voice responds back saying, "Are you quite certain, Henry?" as Magneto shows up. Of course, Paula is worried about him as she goes for her gun. I mean, Magneto looked menacing as hell. "You are trying to scare her," says Beast. Magneto goes on and says that this is the fear that made the X-Men stronger. The way Magneto was menacing all of them, they all got better for it. "Look at Summer, he has become a leader," explains Magneto. "I was what you needed to be." When you think about it, it's kind of true. When Magneto attacked and, they all survived, they all kind of leveled up. Magneto explains to Paula that he is different from them and that she will get his side of the story. "I am Magneto. I have never been friendly, and I am to be feared." Wow. Now, we go back with Scott, as the X-Men find out that these soldiers are mutants. The new mutants that they were here to rescue. 6 X genes activating as adults, as Scott tried to reason with them, but they won't stop attacking. As they fight, we see 2 shadows overhead talking, saying that their experiment is going according to plan. I wonder who they are. I wonder who those bad guys are, as the X-Men destroys them. The mutant, that is. And that's the mission. The X-Men return home at the factory. Scott wants Wolverine to join the team, but no. The best there is at what he does refuse, saying that he is tired of fighting and losing civilizations. "I can't build from the beginning again," he says. He's tired of it. "Don't come looking for me," says Wolverine, as he leaves. Badass. Gotta love Wolverine. He does what he wants when he wants. Scott's saying that he probably is going to the US-Canada border. That's where Wolverine is gonna go back to. As Scott gives something to Beast to examine, as this belonged to one of these mutants they fought. Beast tells Scott that the chief of police came to visit. Beast explains that he was trying to put her at ease. "We'll need her. We're vulnerable until we normalize relations with the town," says Scott. "I'm ready to strip down that thing," says Beast. "Not yet. I want to be sure they don't forget what they owed us," says Scott. As we see that a Sentinel was about to destroy this town, but the X-Men stopped it from happening, as the Sentinel is frozen. So I guess the town do owe the X-Men a debt. That is the issue. So this was an intro issue, basically just giving us the status of the X-Men. Team Scott, refugees, and they're trying to survive. Will pretty much sum up what is left of the X-Men after the Krakoa age and Xavier is gone. Sad, very sad. But that will do it. If you like this video, please like and sub. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, guys. Take care.